What up? It is the Raspy Voice Kids. We're back at it. We're all here for a whole new week. We have so many things to talk about. We're going to talk about the sequel, Javon Carter, Trae Young. What did you think? Did it live up to the hype? We're also going to talk about the thin line between love and hate. We as Mountaineers should know what I'm talking about. And lastly, we're going to discuss Don't Be Jan Brady. I'm going to break it down for you. But for now, it's the Raspy Voice Kids presented by Sandwich U and Shrink Up Balls. We're in the building, coming at you.
Raspy Voice.
I don't even know what that was. I'm freestyling. I'm going off the top of the dome. It's your boy, JnPheen, Raspy Voice Kids presented by Sandwich U and Shrink Up Balls in the building. I'm flying solo. Probably already know that if you listen to the other segments. And this next segment I'm bringing you is called Don't Be Jan Brady. Now, do you remember who? Now, I'm not talking about Tom Brady's wife. Hopefully you would know. Jan Brady's not Tom Brady's wife. Tom Brady's wife is Giselle. Act like you didn't know. Jan Brady comes off the show The Brady Bunch. She had this older sister named Marsha. Marsha always got the attention. Marsha was prettier. People always were all about Marsha. And it led Jan to say, Marsha. Now, I'm not trying to go too, honestly, that's before my time, but I've seen commercials and people have referenced it. Jan Brady saying, Marsha. Do you know what that means? What that means, the definition says, a whiny, dramatic response by someone who is jealous of another person. The name Marsha could be changed with the name of any person you're mad at. Have you ever felt that way? As Mountaineer fans, have we felt that way? It said in that definition that the name Marsha could be changed with anybody. Let me think. Let's see who would fit that build. All right. Let's try this one out for side. Trae. You knew that was coming. Trae Day. Everywhere you look, it's Trae Young. You look on ESPN. You look at commercials. Everywhere you look, it's Trae all day, every day. And you know what? We as Mountaineer fans, we're sick of it. I'm looking on Facebook. I'm looking on Twitter. All I ever see is stop with the Trae Young. It's making me sick. Stop with the Trae Young. And I get it. I truly get it. He's everywhere. We ain't never there. Jay-Z quote. He's everywhere. So I understand why people get frustrated. But the truth is, we need to break down why it's always Trae everywhere. Why he is Marsha. That's because he's exciting. We can get as mad as we want. He's exciting. When you watch him cross over, when you see his quick release, when you see the points he puts up, yes, he shoots high volume, but so did Allen Iverson. Point is, they're exciting to watch. And to add to that, in college basketball, there's not a lot of individual players who play like him. It's not just about being an NBA talent. Think about it. Mo Bamba is going to go in the top 3. You don't hear them hyping up Mo Bamba like they do Trae Young. They hype up Trae Young because he moves the Richter. People care about Trae Young. It brings eyes, which bring money. Why? Because he's exciting. That's the bottom line. And we're going to have to get used to it. We as Mountaineers, like our team, especially our basketball team, we're not exciting. I used to say this all the time. In years past, I didn't like watching West Virginia. I watch them because I love them and I'm connected to them, but they are a boring product. Defense. Can't shoot. Like, think about it, past years, we scored points off of offensive rebounds. That's how we scored. We didn't make shots. We killed the glass. That's not exciting. What do you want? You want excitement. You go to the movies. What movie do you watch? You want something that's exciting and dramatic and something that brings something to the table. That's what you want. The Super Bowl. Why was the Super Bowl ridiculous? Why did everybody say this was such a great Super Bowl? All the points scored because it's exciting. That's what you want, and that's what Trae Young is. Now, I'm not saying West Virginia. This year is the exception to the rule. I feel like West Virginia is more exciting than they've been in a very, very long time. And that's because we have a lockdown defender, which is not necessarily exciting, but he's a premier name. But more importantly, because Sags showed up. Sagablockte. That was kind of cheesy. Anyway, I mean, I've heard it other places, but Sags, you know Sags. This dude blocking shots and waving his fingers. You know it's exciting because on ESPN he made the top 10 plays. I heard them talking about him on the Round the Horn. When we present something exciting, they show us. And maybe they don't show us like Trae Young, but they show us. When we present something that the country cares about, they do show us. Think about it. When we went 15-1, when we were winning all them games, they were talking about West Virginia. Also, think about the respect they're showing because how many games have we had in primetime slots? Now, maybe, like I said, we don't get the attention as Trae Young, but they are showing us love. Trae Young just gets more because not only is an NBA talent, the dude's exciting to watch. Quit fronting. I watched the dude play Alabama. These guys, that's what I love. It's like all these guys bring their best A game. They try to rough them up. They try to do what they can. They try to prove themselves against Trae Young. And the dude balls. And I feel like he's classy. And please, 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 don't start with the trip. I watched the trip. The trip is not dirty. It was not Grayson Allen. Now, he put his leg out at the end. I feel like he was just trying to make a pick and trying to get any part of his body that he could. He did not Grayson Allen somebody. He did not. So don't sit here and yell at me that he's dirty because I don't feel like he's dirty. I haven't heard him popping off. I haven't heard him. People say, oh, he whines. He whines because people grab him. But also, if he does whine, he's 18 years old. Now, I'm not sweating this dude. I'm just saying he's exciting. And you know why I say that? Because I'm a realist. I can keep it real. I can love Javon Carter and my Mountaineers and still be 100% honest about who Trae Young is. And that's what he is. Exciting. When you walk across half court and you hit a three from 10 feet out, I'm taking my hat off to you. When I see you do these NBA Steph Curry like stuff, I'm gonna give you props because you deserve them, and that's what he's doing. I feel like we as Mountaineers, we need to step up. We need to step up instead of yelling, Marsha, Trae. What we need to do if we want respect is we have to win. My brother Brandon referenced this a couple. I also hate Pitt. Excuse me. He referenced this. I don't know, a couple episodes ago about Clemson used to be punchline of jokes. They called it Clemsoning. You know what they don't say anymore? Clemsoning. You know why? Because they won. If we want them to talk about us, if we want them to respect us in a grand way, we got to win. The best thing about this is, and here's the thing, when I say win, I'm not talking about Sweet 16. I'm not talking about Elite 8. Hopefully a Final Four. But I'm talking about, I want to cut down the nets. Oh, you want to cut down the nets, do you? Okay, we all want to cut down the nets. I'm just saying we have to cut down the nets if we want to be talked about. We have to cut down nets if we want that respect. That's what we have to do. And the best thing about this is we have a great team this year with all the tools needed. Have we let down a few times? Yes. But we have the tools and the coach to make this run. So if we want to shut up the nation, they're not going to stop talking themselves. They're not going to start talking about us by themselves, and they're not going to stop talking about these other Trae Young people by themselves. What we have to do is we have to take the reins. We don't accept handouts from anybody. That's what I love about West Virginia. We don't accept handouts from anybody, and we go do it. So that's what we have to do. Get our mind right, get our game right, get ready, and make this run in the tournament. And we need to stop saying Marsha, so everybody can say West Virginia, yay. And don't forget, in case I said something that offends you, something that didn't come out quite right, it's just my opinion. But remember, I also hate Pitt.